recording. Okay, recording in process. And do you have any question regarding Git? Did you do something with Git or not? Guys, just any thoughts? Not yet. Okay. Yeah, as I mentioned before, it looks not easy for first time, but when you start using it every day, uh, you will see how it's easy and how it works. Okay, let's continue. I will describe you today a bit more. uh, Maybe we'll create more graphic information about how it works, and we will talk about remote repository. Okay, not just about local. Okay, let's talk about Git and how it works. Do you see my screen? Okay, good. Alexei, we will talk about Git, and later we'll talk about GitHub. Okay, good. As I mentioned before and showed you last time, we have master branch. Master branch, it's branch which contains current code, okay? And it's like its main branch. And nobody, like in normal life, nobody can just do something in master branch, okay? If we want to change something, we have to create our branch, and if we decide, okay, all our changes should be in master branch, we have to merge it in master branch. Okay, how it works? Usually, of course, you can do this by yourself on your computer, but what purpose of doing use remote repository? Your computer, you can broke your computer. It can happen something with your disk or completely with your computer, and you can lose all your data. But if you store it somewhere in cloud, uh, it doesn't matter what happened with your computer. You can go there and take your current code. Is it clear? Yes, no? Okay, good. Okay. For example, this is our master branch, and this is time from now and go to future, because it's never stop. This master branch, it's remote branch, remote, like that, and your all your code saved in cloud. What if you want to change something in your code? Okay, let's do this. To change it, you have to create your branch. For example, you go here, and I will paint a bit. And now you have your branch, okay? And we can name it branch 1, okay? When you work with your code, you just pull some state of your code here, and in time you work with your code and do some changes. But if you work alone with your code, it's one situation. If you work with somebody else, it be different, okay? Let's talk about your work alone with this code. You have your master branch, and you have a branch 1. When you do some changes here, master branch know nothing about your changes in branch 1. Like I showed you before, if you decide when you did some changes here, you completely broke your code, or you did a lot of changes and now it's not working, and you realize it's too hard to restore it, okay? What you can do, you can just forget about your branch, you can delete it, and you don't need to care about it. At the same time, your code still in the same condition as was when you create your branch one, for example. Uh, what do you mean? Yeah, it's recording right now. Okay. Uh, is it clear so far? Because we are going to go deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. You decide your branch, your code in branch one completely wrong. You don't want to do anything with it. You can just forget about it, or for some reason you cannot continue with your code right now. Maybe you need to learn something, or I don't know, maybe you need some information for more, like maybe you use some credentials and you don't have it right now, and you will do this later. Okay. Okay. uh, we decide we don't want to use our branch anymore, and we just forget about it. We can delete it, we can not delete it, doesn't matter. Okay, you decide I want to create one more branch. Okay, for example, I don't want to cross it like here, and we have branch 2. Okay, branch 2, and this time we decide we like our code, and we test it, we work with it, and we say, okay, we need this code in our master branch. What can we do here? We just merge our branch in master. Maybe it's like merge. Okay, and from this point, all our master branch will contains all code from branch 2, and we will have no information, no changes from branch 1. Is it clear, guys? Okay, and as I showed you before, uh, you don't need remember what changes you're done. You can just forget about it because your master branch is still in first condition. From this point, if you want to do something else, you can create new branch and continue work with a new code. Okay, and uh, it can be branch 3, or if you when you merge your branch, for example 2, or when you delete branch 1, you can use these names again because it's not already exist. You cannot have a lot of branches with one name in one time. And for example, in this branch 3, you code something. At the same time, you create branch number 4 again, and maybe, okay, 3 and 4 at the same time. Branch 4. You add something in your code here, change something in your original code there. It's two different steps. Both these branches not touch each other. It's completely different. Okay. Mm. Wait, I will talk about it. Okay. And branch one, it's we decide we don't need this branch. We can delete it and forget about it. But you create two more branches, like branch 4 and branch 3. In branch 4 you add something, and in branch 3 you did something else. Okay, like that. And now you decide, okay, my code from branch 3 works good, and I want to use it in master branch. I want to merge it. No problem. You can go and merge it. Okay, we can copy paste merge here. Okay, what happened now? And if you want, because you can't do this at the same time, it's impossible, merge two branches in 1 second. If you will try to do this, anyway, one of these will be merged first. Now, if you want to merge branch 4 to master, it can be two situations. You can merge it anyway without any problems, but if you change something into your branch 3, like if you have the same function, for example, here and here you change it somehow and merge it in master branch. When you try to and you work with the same function in branch 4, and now if you want to merge branch 4 into master, it will conflict, because your branch expect master branch condition from this point, but here it was changed. And if we have two changes, this change and your change, we don't know how to fix it, which one, how to say, better. And what we have to do in this situation, because if you try to do this, it will show you conflict. Before merge your branch 4, you have to merge master branch inside your branch 4. What are you doing? You merge condition from your master branch here. If you have some conflicts here, you can fix it, because for example, PyCharm will show you, okay, I have these lines in your branch. I have the same lines with different information in master branch. Please decide what do you want to save. And you can save one version, second version, you can mix it, but you have to tell to system what are you going to do. You decide what do you need. And after that, when you merge master in your branch, after that you don't have anything in conflict, but in this time you don't have conflict with your master branch, but at the same time you have more functionality or less if you delete something in your branch. Is it clear now? Okay, again, here when you take like snapshot of your code here, you start working with the two branches. First branch, when you finish work with it, you add this code in master. And now master has different code than code in your branch, because in this point it was changed, but your branch remember what was in master in this point. Okay, and to fix this, to let know for your branch, branch 4, what is master right now, you have to take code from master branch and merge it in your branch 4. After that, you have full information, like system has full information about master branch in this point. System knows all your uh, changes, and after that, of course, you can merge your branch here. Okay, like that. Okay, guys, what do you think? Is it more clear now? Not? Should I repeat it or we can go forward? Okay, good. Let's go forward. Um, but now, when we are talking about it, you honestly you know what's going on here, there, because you are doing this, and it's not a surprise for you if you change something. You know what was changed in which branch, etc. Yeah, and in real life, you can create. It can be your question. You can create another branch from branch. It means you don't have to create a branch only from master. You can create this branch, not finish it, and create new branch. It can be more forks. Okay, it can be because in this time, for example, in branch 4, you decide to try, I don't know, different approaches, and you don't know which approach will work, and you can create like branch 4.1, 4.2. Okay, you can do this way too. It means you can create one branch, change something here, change code, and later you can create two more branches for some reason and start working with it. After that, you decide, okay, I want to continue with branch 4.1, not with this one. What are you supposed to do? You have to merge master in your branch 4.1. Okay, we stop working with this one, with that one, and when you are done with it, you can merge your branch 4.1 in master branch. Yeah, it's three, and every time you decide uh, which part of these three works for you, and you have to remember, okay, if I change something, maybe uh, like original part was changed, I have to bring it back to my current branch, merge it, and uh, after that you can merge all your code in master branch. Why? Because when you try, if you don't do this part, for example, you made a lot of changes here and you decide to merge your code in master, but master was changed here, and remote system, or it doesn't matter, remote or it's your local git, don't understand how to merge it, and it will tell you, please, uh, I have merge conflict, resolve it. And to resolve it, we don't need to merge it and receive situation with conflict and do something. We can prevent it. We just here, before we want to merge, we ask, okay, master branch, give me your current state. Here, if it's has some conflicts, you will fix it. If not, it will merge automatically. And after that, you can merge your branch to master. Okay, this is one situation. Maybe I can duplicate slide like that. What if you start working with it and you work in company? Because in company, a lot of people use the same code. Okay, like that. Okay, here you start working with code. You pull code from a master repository here, and you are working with your branch one. It's a bit shorter. But somebody in your company works on the same code too. They can start work here after you, and they can do their changes. Okay, it can be branch X. Okay, somebody works on his changes of code and decide, okay, I'm done. Of course, he can do more trees here and blah blah blah. But anyway, to simplify it, we use just one branch here, and he decide to merge his branch here. Of course, he did like that. Merge a master in his branch and resolve conflicts if he has, and bring branch back. And you finish work with your code here. You change nothing in master from this point to this point, and you decide to merge it. What do you think? What happened here in this situation? Yes, it will conflict, but you don't know about it because somebody else already changed code, and you think, okay, I'm working with my code, it looks like that, but no, it can be changed in few seconds after you uh, pull this code to your branch, because maybe somebody else start working here with this code and merged his code to a master branch before you do this. In this way, every time before do this, you have to merge master branch to your branch. If you have some conflicts, you have to resolve it on your side. If not, if you don't need, if you don't have any changes, any conflicts, you will, okay, it will system will do this automatically, and after that you can merge your code in master branch. And of course, it can be a lot of people who works on one code. It can be a weird situation, but it's possible. Somebody else did the same thing. When you pull this code here, somebody tried to make small changes like that. Change code and merge it back. You pull master branch, merge it into your branch. Okay, you, for example, you have conflict. You spent a bit time to resolve it and try to merge it back, but you have conflict again. Why? Because for this time somebody did something and already changed master branch. Of course, it's not it's the situation will not often, but it's possible, and you don't have to be surprised why I just fixed my conflict and I have it again. Yes, if you have the situation, you have to go back, pull current master, and resolve conflicts if you have. If not, don't care about it and merge it to master. Is it clear, guys? I understand. Like it's hard to start understand it, fully understand it from first time. It has a lot of different situations. It has more like parts in Git, and it's okay if you understand in general, but not in details. It's okay to you have to start working with it, and when you spend some time, you will start to understand more why it works like that, what happened here, and later I will to understand more branches. I will post one website. It's like a model which will help you to learn more about branches. You will have to create commands. It will say, okay, can you create new branch? You will do this. Okay, can you create one more branch? You will do this. It will help a bit more with it. Okay, good. Yeah, because Git it's really big part, and we can talk about it like in general, really briefly, to start understand what's going on here. Okay, good. Uh, yeah, and in all companies works like that. We have different people who take code to their branches, and after that they have to merge new new version of code to master, and master keep current version of code. Nobody cares about these branches. Okay, for company we have just master, or some companies can have uh, like uh, let me duplicate slide. Some companies can have not master. It can be uh, some I don't know, pre-master, like that. What it means? Uh, few people in company have an access to master branch, and they can create, they can pull and merge current master branch to pre-master. It can names differently, and you can work only with this branch. You can do a lot of changes here, but you have no access to master. And later, when they decide, they can merge it to master. It will not you. It can be just one person who do this. Okay, guys, is it clear? Okay. It's not good, it's not bad, it depends of your company architecture, and you can do nothing with it. Okay, you just follow company rules. uh, I It's not more safe, it's just a different approach. And i I worked in company who use like uh, this model and with this model, and for me it's nothing. Okay, good. But what we can tell about safe, of course. If you come to a company, you can do something and completely broke uh, whole code. Okay, and how we can avoid it? First, every time when you do when you merge here, or when you do commits in your code, do you remember you have when you run your branch, we had a commits. I can mark it like that, for example. Commit, commit, commit at it's time when you do something and decide I want to save this point. Every time when you merge something, it will create commit automatically here and there and here. Okay, and every time, as I showed you before, do you remember here when I create commit, I add some comments here, and you will have comments on each commit. Oh, like comment, like that. Comment, for example, 1, comment 2, etc. If you when you do this, and in this point you realize, okay, something goes wrong, and you can go back to any of these previous points. You can just why we are doing these comments. Of course, each commit has his code. For example, here I have in PyCharm Git button. If I tap on it and I go to log, do you see? It shows me every commit which I done. It shows date and time, and it shows uh, name, like my comment. And if I'm working here and decide, oh, something goes wrong, I can go back, for example, to edit sleep. And do you see? This is ID of commit. It's much longer, but system shows us only only first 8 symbols. And I can say, okay, what I changed here, there, and if I go here, I can click on my file, and system will show what was changed in this commit. But if I want, I can roll back to this commit and start working with my code from here. And tree will show something like that, like it will second line here. Okay, is it clear, guys? Okay, let's continue. And the same will be here, there. If you did something wrong with code and somebody merged it here, they can go back to previous commit and like decline your changes. Okay, is it clear? One more opinion, plus minus. Okay, good. But we want to avoid this situation. We don't like it. And what can we do with it? Okay, I want to simplify it. Can delete this guy from here. Okay, we don't use it. Every time when you try to merge your code in a system, you cannot do this directly. You have to create a PR. It names a pull request. What is a pull request? When you send your code, I will show you later how it works. You create a pull request, and your code have to be approved for somebody. In different companies, it can be different, of course. Some companies can have specific persons who check your code and decide, is it good to merge or not? If they don't like something or have questions, they can add comments in your code, and you can see their questions. You can answer, or if they don't like something for some reason, you can go back, change your code, and update. Like from PR, if you create PR and you need to change something, you change your code and push it back to PR in the same PR, and person who review it, he can say, okay, now it's good, and after his approval, it will go to master branch. Okay, in different companies, it can be like I told you before, one person. Okay, it can be a few persons like that. It can be, maybe it can be your coworkers, and you like, for example, you have to you can assign review for your code for 5 people, but to move it, to merge it in master, you have to receive 3 approvals. And when 3-person approval it, after that your code can be merged in a master branch, and this is prevent you to merge something wrong, something not it can be a wrong style, it can be wrong or maybe you have to use something or some functionality which already was written, but you try to duplicate it in your code, or you write something completely wrong, and it's like 3 people try to look at this and try to, and help you to avoid it. And if 3 of this person decide, okay, it looks good, after that it will be merged. Of course, they can check your code carefully or not. If they don't care about your code, especially if you like works a long time, and they know your coding really good, and they said, I don't want to spend time, it's always good, and they just try to just click click click, okay okay okay, and your code with broken parts goes here. Okay, it's possible, but this schema helps us to prevent as much as possible uh, broke our code. Is it clear? Okay. Yeah, guys, if not, don't be shy. If I need, I will repeat it because we're going to go forward. Yeah, and I recommend you to go to YouTube, for example, and different person can explain it in different words, and you can start understand it more clear. And of course, you must practice it. Just if you start doing something, just you start coding. When you create project, first uh, run git init. Okay, initialize it, and you can do like your changes not often, but if you change something, just commit it, commit it. One day it will help you a lot. And use remote repository, because I had a situation when for some reason, I don't know why, nobody knows why, my git was broken, and when I just turn on computer and nothing, and I can't read my code. I just delete it completely and pull my current version of code from remote repository, spend few minutes and continue do my work. Okay. Okay, good. Let's talk about repositories. We have different companies who offer they remote repositories. First one, it's all time, and you will start when you come to your company. First, you will start from Git, because when you come to your company, you will have nothing. It will empty operation system. Uh, Usually, you have to install all by yourself. And after that, when, for example, if you install all, you install PyCharm, and you want to start working with uh, project, you have to go to your GitHub. It can be GitLab or Azure, and you have to pull current code, and after that, you can work with it. Okay. Uh, Most popular system and which I works, it's I can name it here. It was Azure. This is provided by Microsoft. Uh, Bitbucket. Bitbucket. It's from Atlassian. Uh, GitLab and GitHub. Um, let's take a look. Please. Okay. Uh, Azure by Microsoft. It's a cloud service. If I remember correct, oh yeah, you can start free. If you want to try it, you can sign in here, and oh, okay. you can sign in and take a look how it works. Okay, you can read about these servers here. Don't try to go too deep, but if you will take a look a bit, it will help. And what service your company use, of course, it's not your choice. When you come there, and you will work with some of them. Git lab, for example, this one. Git lab and Bitbucket and Bitbucket. Yeah, it's pretty the same systems, and they works pretty the same, but it has a bit different, like from your point of view, because of course inside it works different, but uh, from you like user, it works pretty the same with different UI. Some people, different people prefer different services. Okay, I was working with three of them on my job, and GitHub I use just for myself. And I prefer GitLab than others, but it's just my opinion, and maybe for you it can be different. Okay, you can try get it free. Bitbucket. It was written by Atlassian. Atlassian, which create Jira and Confluence, which you will use, I think, 100% in your job. And some companies like to use Jira and Bitbucket because it's like one company build it and it's integrated very well. But to be honest, GitLab works with Jira good too. Okay, and usually who are trying to do their um, who works at home, like when you do some your projects, you have to store it somewhere, and sometimes you want to show people, okay, I do something, I want to share my code, or in some companies you can add in your resume link for, usually it's GitHub. You send link to GitHub, and people who hire you can go to your project and take a look. What do you have? And they can. Nobody will run your code because nobody wants to install something on their computer, but they can go to your code and take a look how it's written. What is your code style? How do you use okay, the same functionality can be written in different ways, and it can be really slow, and or it can be really fast. uh, you can read about uh, big O notation like that. uh, and this is notation gives you understand how fast your code working. And when you maybe it's not good example, you can find a lot of for example in YouTube, and people explain it really easy. And big notation tells you if you run this part of code, it will how long it will how many time it will take. For example, if you run it with one for example, you have list and you have 5 values. When you run your code, and it will work with this list, and it will take 5 seconds. Okay, and if we take a look on your code, we can decide, okay, if I have 50 uh, elements, it will take 50 seconds. Okay, it's straightforward, but your code can be written a bit different, and when you run 5 elements, it takes 5 seconds. But if you run 50, it takes 10 minutes. Okay, it's just because you use not optimal way to do this. And I don't want to talk about it right now a lot, but I recommend you to read about big O notation, and it will a bit more clear for you. Okay, guys? Is it clear, guys? Anybody hear me? Okay. When you all of you silent, I don't understand. Maybe nobody can hear me. Okay, good. Just don't go too deep in this. It's more for um, developers, but sometimes when you go to automation, people can ask you a question, do you know what is it? And you, if you read about it a bit, you can explain what's going on. Okay, and sometimes if you have coding interview, it's depend of position. Yeah, okay, if you go to position as automation, like manual with automation, usually people means uh, uh, okay, and usually people expect from you, you can modify code a bit, or you can just use uh, steps from your framework in behave, for example. But if you apply for some senior position, of course people will ask you, okay, do you know what is big O notation? And they will ask you coding, and they will take a look how you do this, and etc. And I'll show you how it works with it. Okay, good. We can use, you can try all these 4 most popular platforms. If you want, for your personal use, you can use GitHub. It's pretty easy. And let's take a look of our code. Okay, what I've done, I just took my code, our project from previous lesson, and upload it to GitHub. Okay, here's how GitHub looks. It can be dark mode, it can be white mode. It's up to you. And you can have a lot of projects. Each project can be public or private. If project public, it means everybody who have an access to GitHub can see your code. If you make your project private, when you create project, it will ask you what type of project do you want to have. Nobody can see it. Only if you give to somebody um, link and permission for your code. And to work with this code, you can use login password to work from HTTP. Can show here. We can use HTTP, and if you try to connect here using HTTP, it will require login and password. You can use SSH. I prefer SSH. You have to just create a pair of keys. One key stored on your computer, one of key stored here in your project. And when you try to connect, system check. Okay, do you have your key? Okay, and check these keys. If it's compare it, if it's correct pair, it provide you an access, and you don't need to care about login and password. Okay, is it clear, guys? Okay, later you can read a bit about SSH keys, and usually when you create keys, you it's provide information, I believe. If you go to settings, maybe no. Okay, uh, somewhere here it should tell you about keys. Anyway, now I have project the same as here. Look at this. For example, I can open our login feature file, and I have the same login feature file here. Look at this. Do you see? It looks the same, but this code stored on GitHub in GitHub repository remotely somewhere. This code stored on my computer. And how can I have an access to it? When you start working with PyCharm, what have you done? You create your lesson. Do you remember? And we start add files. And when I upload my changes, you go to these files, copy, paste it, etc. But we can work with it in different way. Look at this. Uh, Okay, when I start working here, I can say not create new project or open project. I can say get from VCS. It's a version control system. And what version control system do I want to use? I use Git. I never use this one. Git, it's most popular system. And after that, I can go to my GitHub. If you want, you can try to do the same with me. But I believe you have to create your GitHub account first. It's just go to github.com. It will ask you some question, provide your address, and you will have your account. Let me paste it here. If you already have, it's good. Okay, we have this one. And if I go to, when you go to this page, you will have this button code. And it will ask you, for you, you have to choose HTTPS. Okay, I can do this. And paste here, URL. What's going on here? Now Git knows about remote repository with this address, and it will clone this project from remote repository to your computer in this folder. Of course, you can change it. I don't want to change it, and I press button clone. Look at this. Now I have the same project, but now it's not lesson 4. Now it's dev PCS automation. Okay, and I have the same file like here. Login feature. Do you see the same file? I just pull it from a remote repository. I showed you this is before. What I'm done right now, I just took remote master from remote master branch in remote repository. I just pull my code to my computer, but it's on master branch. What first I have to do? I have to create new branch. I can say master, new branch from master, and say it's branch A1. If you will play with it, don't name it like that, because um, if system has this branch in repository, it will decline you. Okay, name it different. Okay, create, and do you see now I have branch A1. I have two branches on my local machine, branch A1 and master. And if I open remote, I have master and nothing else here. Okay, uh, let's take a short break for 5 minutes and we will continue. Okay, guys? In this time, you can try to register in GitHub and try to pull my code from repository. Okay, guys, let's continue. Did you try to create a GitHub account? Okay. Did you pull? Did you clone my repository to your computer? Okay, perfect. Good. Um, when you come to your work every day, when you start your day, you don't know what happened. Did somebody changed master branch already or not? And if you don't check it every day, you can be so far from current version, and you can be surprised how hard to merge current master and your code together. What I recommend you every morning when you come to your job, like for example, I come here, I go to my computer, I turn it on, and press this button. It's fetch. Fetch, it means uh, I don't need to pull anything from a server. I just want to check, do I have any difference or not? When I press this arrow, of course, I have nothing different because I just clone it. But if on remote or not remote, in your local master, you will have arrow here, it means okay, master was changed, and you press on master and press update. It will take all code from remote repository and move to your local, and it will tell you okay, updated branch master. After that, when you have new master on your computer, you have to merge master to your branch. You click on master and say merge master into branch A1. Click on it, and it said already up to date because nothing changed here. But a bit later, who clone to your computer, you will see different message here. Okay, and after that you can work. And some companies has joke. Uh, if something happen, what you have to do? Like if a fire in your office, first git commit. You have to save your changes. Okay, let's verify privacy one, for example. And I don't want to see this one here anymore. I don't like it. I just want to clean up it a bit. Okay, it can be here. Okay, I did something. System shows me this file was changed. Okay, I mark it clean up, just clean up code. Or if you do this a lot of times, sometimes people do like work in progress. Okay, but normally if you do something, you can name work in progress. But if you do this for every commit, you can't realize if you want to go back what commit what did you change in this commit. For some commits, of course, you can say like work in progress, but important commits should have a good name. Okay, guys, it will help you, not for anybody else. Okay, I name it cleanup because I clean a bit my code and do commit. Yeah, this is first part of job. And after commit, git push. You have to go here and push. Of course, you can do this with command in command line, but I don't like it. I like to use GUI. Push. Push will show you all commits here. Do you see? I have just one commit cleanup with here. Uh, let me do something. And I want to add one more scenario here. Privacy Manager 2. Okay, just for example. And edit new scenario. Click here, commit. Okay, now if I go here and push it, it will show me two commits. First one, it will show which file was changed here. For this one, it will show two. If you pull master to your computer and something was changed in master, and after that you merge it, and when you will create a push from your system, you will see a lot of commits from another computers, not only your, because system will apply all changes in your branch. Okay, after that I just click push. It's pushing. Okay, it's pushed. And full joke is, if something happen, git commit, git push, leave office. Because now it doesn't matter what happened with your computer. Now this information in your branch on remote server. Let's prove it. Okay, when I come back here, um, if I go to pull requests, what I see here, do you see? Compare and pull request. What it means? I go here, and what I see, it shows me what was changed. Okay, I see two commits, and I have commits ID here. I have comments from these commits, and system shows me what's going on here. Look at this. This line without any colors, it means nothing was changed here. Line 14 and this line 14. Red color means it was deleted, and we can see minus here. Green color and plus here, it was added. System don't show you I add just one. It shows I delete this line and add this line. You can see what was changed. Here, three lines was deleted, lines 17, 18, 19, and not changes here. And in this line was, it shows you previous line numbers. This is new line numbers, okay? If it was 40 here and it was 41 previously, but after change it will 46. And I add something here. If you add new file, it will show you new file. If you delete file, it will show you delete file. Is it clear, guys? Nobody store it in server room. It's stored somewhere in Amazon Web Services. It can be duplicated in few different continents. You don't care about it. Okay, good. And I check what I want to do with it. I can add some description. It looks pretty the same with each platform. Create a pull request. Okay, now because I have nobody here instead of me, but you can have few people, like you see checks, uh, and we can like, for example, if you send it to my repository, you can do this, and you can create your pull request. I can open it, and I can check what's going on here. I can go here to files and check what's going on here, like do I like it or not. And I can say here, why do you want to delete it? I don't understand. And after that, you will normally you will receive email with okay, you have some comments. When you go here back, you can say because and some reason. I can say okay, good, or start conversation with you, and I know it's for this line, not for any other place. I can say no need to wait. And first time it will really painful because you don't know company rules, and first commits it's really painful. It takes long time to fix it, but in few commits you will know how people looking on it, their requirements, and later it will faster and faster and less questions. Do you see? I have question about this line, no need to wait, or here. And when I read it, for example, no need to wait. Okay, I can go to my code. It was line 12, line 12. Okay, I decide to delete it. What happened here? I can go to my branch and push it. Oh, no. Of course, I have to commit. Uh, oh, apply comments, something like that. Commit. Okay, of course you can press commit and push, but I like more commit. Do you see? It shows me uh, your this green arrow shows me your remote repository has different code than your current, and recommend you to push it. Line shows you push it somewhere. Push, push. If I go back here, it'll take some time. It should show me apply comments. Yeah, do you see? It was deleted. And when I review it, no conver. Yeah, we have conversation mode here. Uh, we can see conversations here. If I decide, okay, it's all good, I can say merge pull request. Can add something, confirm merge, and after that, it's asking me, do you want to delete branch? I can delete branch, but usually company don't do this, and you will have remote branch for a while. And sometimes you need to go back and check something. Okay, uh, go to our file, our code. First, pull request. We have no pull request anymore because we merged it. Go to code, open login feature file, and do you see? We don't have this line. We don't have any comments. We have new code here. Now, if you clone project from my repository, you can go to master and you can go press fetch, and it will show you. Do you see? Master on remote computer, on remote, different than on your local. And I have to pull code to my local master branch because I have different code. It's talking about this one. Let me open. Here, I'm in this point. It system tell me, because I run fetch, a system check my master, my version of master and current version of master. It says you have to pull it to make your master branch in the same version as remote. Is it clear, guys? Okay, good. Did you try it? Did you try to pull my code? Because if you will do this on recording, um, you will have last version, and you can't see this difference because when I change my code, I apply it for a remote repository, and when you will pull it, it will last version. You can't see these changes. Okay, guys. Now I can do master update, and okay, my master branch updated here. How can I prove it? I go to master, checkout. Now I'm on my master branch. If I open this file, login feature, yeah, on my master branch, I don't have this line. I don't have comments here. I add one more lines here. Okay, is it clear, guys? And this is how you work with your remote repository. Any questions? I strongly recommend you to create your GitHub account, GitLab account, what you prefer more, and push and play with your code. When you create it on your computer, merge it with GitHub, pull from GitHub, try to go through this process. Of course, nobody can approve it, does it? Of course, because you don't care about storing your code. You don't care about uh, is it safe or not, because it's safe, and it helps you to interact with another people. If I want to share my code with you, I don't need to send you files. I can say, okay, this is link on my GitHub. Just go there and take a look on my code. And for example, you come here and say, oh, it can be a work project. It can be your personal project. Somebody can go here and say, oh, I don't like it. Maybe you have to change here or in py file something there. You can find a lot of open repositories on GitHub, and people work as open code, open source, and sometimes they can create project. You can go to this project if you're interested about it. You can try to do something with this project. Maybe you can fix some bugs. Maybe you can create new functionality and create pull request and talk to owner. Oh, do you want to add this functionality? Or I found the bug, and they can go check it, and if they like it, they can merge your code in their project, and you can be as part of this project. And as I told you before, if you do something with coding, it's easier to show your level to another person. Sometimes in resume you can see GitHub and your GitHub repository. People can go here and jump in your files and see, okay, okay, oh, he knows how to use outline, he knows how to use tables. Not bad. What's about steps? Let's check. Okay, do I like it or not? No, I like, nobody will clone it and run. It's not interesting because nobody needs a mess on their computer. They just can go and check, is it looks good or not, and what are you using? Oh, I'm using WebDriver Wait. Okay, it's not bad. It's better than this one, and I know why, and you know why. Is it clear? Any questions? Okay, guys, if you don't have any questions, I can show you one more things which it's better to know to your study. First, when we go to okay, I don't need this repository. Uh, you can go to uh, JetBrains Python course. Yeah, you can go here and you can learn Python using JetBrains Academy. If I remember correct, okay, you can choose Python, and it's free if you if you do this every day. They ask you to solve some problems and do some coding. It takes maybe an hour a day, but if you do this, it will free for you for like half a year. You can read it. Maybe something was changed here, but anyway, what you can be interested in Python core or introduction in Python. Maybe it's good to start from introduction, hyperscale, or in ID. Okay, what's difference? Hyperscale, it will browser. You will work in browser, but if in IDE learning, they let me close project. They have learn here, and you can start course here. And do you see hyperscale and introduction for Python? You can start here. It will create project and something like that. You have introduction. It's different topics, and they tell you, okay, read it, okay, or go next. Yeah, now it's they start to describe you something. It can be uh, create some code. Your code have to do this, this, and this. You type your code here, press button, it will run, or something else. I believe you have to do something, and it will check is it works or not. And when you done your code right, it will uh, send you to next lesson. Okay, it's you can do this yourself, and it's good because when you do something here, you have to know Python core, and it helps you to be familiar, and it helps to coding, because if you try to code in something, it's hard to imagine what do you want to do. But they have course, and you can go through this course. Okay, uh, you can take like introduction to Python, Python core, or if you learn or start, for example, and you can find different like Python OOP. It's really important things to know OOP, and it takes time to understand how it works. Uh, for example, Flask, but it's for developers, and mm, like SQL with Python can be, but don't try, or pandas. Pandas, it's a good library to help you work with like Excel sheets. Don't try to go too fast. Start with introduction, go to Python core, and it will give you more and more lessons, and you will know more. Okay, is it clear, guys? Yeah. Okay, good. This is about core, but nothing. It will nothing about automation course. Okay, it's just about pure Python, because you need it to do something with Selenium library. Okay, good. Second, lead code. It's really helpful website. You can sign in here, and what's it? Let me open. Just give me a second. lead code. It has two versions. It has paid version and free version. And like here, uh, what is it? How it works? You can open problem list, and it has um, you can choose language, of course, which do you want to use, and it has easy level, medium, and hard. You can start, of course, with easy. And for example, to sum, when you go here, it shows you, okay, uh, you have to do something with array. This is your example. Input will be here, target 9, and output 0, 1. It means try to find, using your code, try to find elements which you can summarize, and you will have 9. In this example, 2 plus 7 will 9. It means index 0, index 1. Here, target 6. 2 and 4, index 1, index 2, index 1, index 2. Here, index 0, index 1. Okay, and they can say it can be numbers from negative 10 in power 9 until 10 in power 9, and they will check, okay, how your code works, fast or not. And here they prepared something, and you have to write your code here and run it. It helps a lot because some companies don't want to waste time, and they can ask you like some coding test. Nobody wants to imagine something and they just go to lead code and go here, okay, what is easier here, because if you take hard or medium, it can take more time and you don't have a lot of time on interview. Okay, oh, remove element, and they give you this on your interview and you have to solve it. But if you do this on lead code, uh, I face it a lot when I go to interview and say, can you do this one? Oh, I remember how to do this because I just solve it on lead code, and I know a few versions of it, how to run it. And sometimes it's depend of your level. People can look not only is it works or not, they can look how it works. And anyway, if you do something on your interview, if it's some coding or if they ask you to find the X path for element, etc., don't be silent. Every time when you do something here, just if you don't understand, if you don't understand clear what you don't need to do, you can ask questions. And if you start typing something, just, okay, I'm doing this because I want to do that, and blah, 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 blah. Why? You can do all completely wrong. Maybe it's just because you're nervous, because you like um, they give you not clear instructions and you don't have a lot of time to you can spend a lot of time to just talk, okay, I don't understand this part, that part. You start doing something, but when you explain what are you doing, when people listen you, okay, I got, okay, yeah, he goes to uh, not with not correct way, but I understand his logic, and his logic good, I like his logic, and people will hire you because they like your logic, because uh, everybody understand when you sit in front of computer and you do something, it's completely different than you type something and somebody looking for you and you have short time for it, and of course you're under stress. Is it clear, guys? you are not developers. You don't need to go to something hard, some trees, and etc. Try to do something easier, like work with strings, with arrays, and it's really helpful. And if you don't understand how to do this, go back to some like you can understand. Okay, I need to learn it. Go to learn Python core, for example, or you can cheat a bit, like remove element. You can say uh, remove element from lead code, something like that. And I believe you can find how to do this. Uh, Maybe. Yeah. And they describe how to do this. And if it's really hard and you're stuck with it, you can just find 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 it and go back, try to run it. If it works, good. Close it, delete all, and try to do this yourself again. And tomorrow, try to do this again tomorrow. And it's not easy, and you have to spend some time to do this. It's really helpful website which you can use to be ready on your interview. Okay. GitHub must have. I recommend you go to lead code, and if you are interested, you can go to JetBrains Academy and try to go with their course. It's really helpful too. Of course, you can find some core everywhere, and yeah, just go there. But it's nothing about testing. It's nothing about automation. It's just core of Python. Okay, guys, any questions? We have last 20 minutes, and if you have questions, maybe it's good time to answer me. Guys, if you have some questions regarding interview, just ask me. About last lesson, I will create a short video for first part of lesson, and will upload it to our page. Yeah, maybe some questions regarding interview, about process, about not really, because it's pretty the same every time. It's depend of position which you apply for. For example, if you apply to API testing, they will ask you to show something with API. Usually, what do you need to know? It's JSON. What is it and how it works? How can you convert uh, files to JSON format? Do you know what is JSON format? Okay. Yeah. But in Postman, of course, when you try to test something, you can go to Postman and run it. but Postman it's good tool to run it first time. If you have to do this every day, you can't use Postman. And some your tests, for example, look at this. Um, if we go here, we can have step do something and then mm, get list from API. And this step can use API, connect somewhere, send get request, get data, and bring data to you. You can mix it. It can be Selenium WebDriver and API in mix. Okay, and you can't put here Postman. Of course, if you need to check, okay, how it works, how this API works, what should I send there, you can go to Postman, create this query, check, okay, is it works or not? Okay, it works, and after that you can bring it in Python and use Python for it. In Python, we have a special library. It names request. Let me show you. Mm, requests, I believe. Okay, I already have it. And for example, um, let's go to main Py. Oh, let's create new one. You can say import requests, and after that, yeah, import JSON if you want to use JSON. And here, requests. Do you see? You can use. You have to create a request. Like, API equal requests. Maybe you have to provide something here. And after that, you can say API URL. You can use authorization. You can use, I believe, uh, uh, I didn't touch it for some time. Yeah, but maybe you can use get, post, delete methods here, and you can create it in PyCharm. Okay, just read it how to do this. Maybe ChatGPT. I don't want to waste your time, and create API API get request with lib Python, something like that. And it will tell you how to do this. Do you see? Oh, I don't need to create. I just have to use requests and get URL. And after that, when I run it, it will return some code. You remember in Postman. And here you can say response, because it's object response, that status code equal 200, do something. And if it's not 200, you can print it's something wrong, some error. Okay, is it clear, guys? Um, okay, let's. Okay, Yes, you can use Excel, JSON, Python, but you have to use libraries. If you use Excel, why do you use it? It's like one question. Maybe it's better to use a database. Okay, but if you use Excel, you can read it with Pandas library, convert it in JSON format, and all of this using Python. Python not at the end. Okay, Python can convert you using Python. You can convert Excel with library Pandas to JSON using library JSON. Oh, okay. Yes, it's possible, but we don't have time to talk about pandas. You can find pandas library Python, boom, and go here, read it. I believe they have documentation, get started, user guide. Just read it and try to use it. You can find a lot of information because pandas it's a really popular library. Okay. Uh, if you look for manual tester position, of course, they can ask you about automation. For example, some companies wants to move to automation, not now, but later. And they can decide, okay, I have two persons. First one knows something about automation. Second person know nothing. And for me, it's better to take somebody who knows something because later, if we decide to move in this way, we can give him time to prepare for it. And if you know, okay, today is January, in summer we will we will start create automation tests, and you can go and start learn more about automation, refresh your knowledge, try to implement it, and later if you not nobody expect from you, if you was as a manual tester, you switch to automation senior. No, nobody. They will hire somebody like as that or like senior who will create framework, and you will start use this framework. You can use existing parts, and or if you have enough knowledge, you can start create your own steps. Just follow instructions. Okay, is it did I answer your question, Alexei? Yeah. Yeah, again, if you go to manual, nobody will ask you how you can convert this array to something else and blah blah blah. They will ask you some knowledge in general. You can say, "Ah, yes, I know how to do this, how to do that," but I don't think they will do code interview for you. For example, but if you apply to automation, it can be different because now when I applied to Johnson and Johnson position, I had 4 interviews, and all interviews was coding. I didn't have any uh, interview with general questions. It was coding. Uh, all interview they give me some task, and I just code in front of them. And it can be different because some people say, okay, open your pie chart and do. Some people says, I don't care. Okay, open Microsoft Word and start typing there. Of course, you can do this, but PyCharm help you a lot. If you start typing in Notepad or in Microsoft Word, it looks ugly, but they try to check what you can do. But again, I applied to senior position. and they knows I don't need PyCharm help. I can do this without it. For like a junior position or for manual with some knowledge of automation, they will ask you something general, and I don't think anybody will ask you to coding. Okay, of course, Python has a great library. It names SQL Alchemy. It's great library. You can go to documentation and read about it. It has different versions, for example, and yeah, you can install it and try to use it. It's really good to use. And to be honest, when you use SQL Alchemy, you don't you don't really need to know SQL because you use this library as every request as works as object, and when you create something like some request, this library will convert it to SQL query and send it to database. It can be any database. It can be SQLite, MySQL, Oracle. It can be Postgres. It doesn't matter. It support all popular platforms. Yeah, but anyway, it's not easy to be honest. You can't just open any library, okay, and start doing something. You have to learn how it works because SQL it's not simple, and they have a lot of things, and you have to learn it step by step. You have to spend time to start working with it. It's pretty the same as pandas for Excel sheets. It's it's pretty straightforward, but you have to remember structure of it, how to do this. For example, I used pandas previously, but I didn't touch it maybe for a year now. I don't need it in my current work. If you ask me to do something with pandas right now, I can do nothing. I can install it. And after that, I will go to documentation, start reading, and of course, because I had this knowledge previously, it will take a short time to update my memory. If you do this first time, of course, it takes longer time. Is it clear? Any questions? Oh, yeah. What option did we use in paid PyCharm is not free version? Um, what the difference? PyCharm. Uh, Professional. I believe they have it. Yeah. If you go here, um, this is PyCharm Professional and Community Edition. What languages it support? Both of them support Python. We need it. We don't need this part. SQL for our for to us it doesn't matter. We don't need SQL. We can use Community Edition. HTML, JSON, XPath, okay. JavaScript. We can't use Community Edition for JavaScript, for CSS. Okay, and we can't use for any frameworks. Do you see? Uh, it's not supported by Community Edition. Um, Yeah, we use a virtual environment. It use it. Okay, not all of them. It's don't have database tools, HTTP client. Okay, let me check. It was every time it can change. It can be different. Okay, guys, because previously. I don't see it, but it previously it was behave. Uh, it was supported only by Charm Pro, but maybe they can change it. I don't see anything about this right now. You can try it. You can install both of them. You can install PyCharm Community Edition and PyCharm Pro. At the same time, it will a bit different. PyCharm Pro looks. Um, yeah, it has a different logo here a bit, and you can run community edition or pro edition, and you can try to open our project and check is it works or not. But if I remember correct, previously when you try to go from feature file to step definitional file, it's not working. It's like now for you, if you go to here and click on step, it goes to step and you can work. But in community edition previously, maybe it's the same right now. When you cannot click on elements, you have to go there and try to check. Okay, and it has don't have a good connection between these parts, and it's not comfortable to work with it. It's painful. Okay, but you can try. Maybe they change something. Yeah, icons. Okay, any question? Yeah, guys, and what I recommend you, don't stop after this class. Don't stop to learn uh, these libraries. Don't stop to use Python. Just create uh, your project. Choose, for example, eBay, and try to work with it every day. Or yes, try to do this every day. 30 minutes a day for half year. It will a lot of time, and you will have a lot of knowledge. And when you start working as a manual, you can try to continue and uh, I'm not sure. I don't think. I never worked with desktop apps with Python. Maybe maybe it has some libraries. Okay, and anyway, if we will have boot camps with Python, it can be more helpful because now we just goes briefly through different parts, but usually on boot camps we try to do as your close to your real work. Okay, and how we can use you can go to system, use github, works with your scenarios. You can push it. I will reject it. If I don't like anything, you have to change it. It's part of work and you have to be ready to it. And nobody cares, are you new or you professional. If I don't like your pull request, for example, I will reject it and I will ask you to change something or describe me why I have to apply it. Okay, and boot camps really helpful, especially when we have less people in the same time and we have not listeners. We can interact with each other and you can ask questions directly and we can work with it. It's of course it's really helpful, and now you have base knowledge to do this. Okay, No, you always work with Python because you have Python on your computer, as I showed you before. For Mac, for example, I can open terminal. Look at this and say Python. For me, it's Python 3, and I can interact with Python here, but it's painful. It's really painful to interact with Python here. I use after install Python, we installed IDE. IDE it's system which interact with Python, but for us it's much more comfortable to create our code here, and IDE will interact with Python. Okay, IDE can interact with, as I show you here. This IDE can interact with Python, with Cython, Rust, and etc., etc., with JavaScript, with CSS, with HTML. IDE has mechanism how to interact with it. Okay, we don't need to go that deep, and it's much more comfortable. Okay. Of course, you can use VC Code. It's free platform, but Python, PyCharm much more powerful for debugging, and it's why I like it more. And in my practice, I know more people who works with PyCharm and prefer PyCharm than VS Code. But if you work with few different languages, like for example, if you need Python and C at the same time, you can't use PyCharm for C. You can, of course, use different C Lion from JetBrains, but it's not that great. Of course, you can take VC Code, VS Code, Visual Studio Code, download it, and work with it. A lot of people like it. You just need to install libraries and work. Yeah, it's possible. You can use, it's less popular, Eclipse, or you can use Atom ID. Atom ID, some people like it, but yeah, it's up to you. Okay, guys, last question, and we're good to go. If you delete PyCharm, you delete just program, but all your files will on place, and Git will continue work with your files because it's different program, and your files will stored on your computer. When you reinstall PyCharm, different version of it, you can go and just open your file. I don't need to know all IDs. I like to use PyCharm. I know how it works. I can be more productive with it, and I just use it. I don't want to jump between different IDs. But if I will have needs for it, of course I will switch. But I don't think I need it. Okay, thank you guys. Again, today, maximum tomorrow, I will upload a small video about our previous part of lesson, and we'll upload it. And this video I will upload right now after this lesson.